Hey guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Save the Planet. Here's sort of a save the planet slash speed kills type of thing. We're talking about sports. We're talking about Jordan Spieth. I'm watching the Masters, and Tiger Woods is dragging himself around Augusta. I don't like to watch it. I would rather see him at his prime than this. I think it's, as I said yesterday, I think it's heroic what he's doing. But I like the real deal better. Anyway, Jordan Spieth. He is south of 30 years old, worth $100-some million net worth. And again, like Jordan, like Tiger, you would think he's doing everything right. But I'll tell you what, his game has really, really dropped off the last several years. The majority of his success was in his first 4 years. He won 3 majors in that time, and everybody was considering him the next Tiger. Now, if you knew anything about golf, which I'm not a great golfer, but I do know things about golf, anybody that was saying that just didn't know what they were talking about. Because it was at a time when Tiger, Phil, and everybody was sort of on a downward spiral. Dustin Johnson hadn't really found his groove yet, and there was a vacuum there, and he just played incredibly for a period of 2 years, 2.5 years. And I'm not saying, it was BS what he was doing. It was incredible what he was doing. And he was the best golfer in the world for several years running. Grape and apple. One of my favorites. Anyway, why do I think he needs true power? Well, I'll tell you what. As I said, ever since he laid sod all over the Masters in, it's going to be going 4 or 5 years ago now. He's been sort of a wounded soldier. He hasn't done much since then, and he's won a couple tournaments, some of the smaller tournaments. He won up here in Hartford, but for the most part, he's on a downward spiral. He's missed a couple cuts. He got shellacked at the Masters. He didn't make the cut. He has been fooling around with his swing, which is like every golfer that does. And there's people that know what they're talking about. There is some swing issues. There's no question. But it's definitely a different swing. But I'm talking about this, guys. He has never been a big hitter, and there's no reason in the world that he can't be at least a middle-of-the-pack hitter. No reason in the world. If not, a little bit more of that. He's never going to be as long as DeChambeau. Why would anybody want to? It's not working for DeChambeau. DJ is longer than that. Koepka's a little longer than that. He should be the next best thing. And I think that is where true power comes in. I think he and all golfers would benefit greatly from kettlebell training. 20 to 30 minutes a day, 7 days a week, that's all you need. And every single club in his bag would be a minimum 20 yards longer. Just by doing that. Not changing his swing, not doing anything. And that's true with any golfer out there. You want to learn how to hit it farther? Let me show you. That would be great for, number one, his strength, his flexibility, and endurance. Now, flexibility is a biggie. In golf. The torque, the rotation, all that sort of stuff, you need almost Gumby-like flexibility, okay? And kettlebell is the only exercise that is going to gain you strength while keeping what flexibility you have, if not enhancing what flexibility you have. It's the only one. Weights don't do that. Now, from what I can tell, he does not work out. If he does, he should get a new trainer. He looks very, very puffy, very, very doughy, which again served him fine 5 years ago. Again, he's not that old. He's not even 30 yet, I don't think. If he's 30, he just turned 30. So again, guys that age don't worry about their flexibility. They really don't. They should. When you get to be Tiger's age, it's an issue. Okay? Even if you're not beating yourself up like Tiger did. But here's the deal. Absolutely 20 minutes to a half an hour every single day, year round. Guys, if you're a professional athlete and you can't put a half an hour a day into your craft, then, screw you. You're an idiot. It's as simple as that. Now, his diet. He doesn't follow any regimen at all. He hung around with Tom Brady at the Masters several years ago. And he couldn't believe all the stuff that Tom Brady, the protein powders and all this stuff that he was bringing in while he's, sitting there eating his steak and salad, And he's obviously doughy, and whatever diet he's doing is not great. So the True Power diet, guys that age probably don't have to cleanse like guys my age do. They really don't. I'm sure that he has some toxins in there that should get out. But as opposed to a guy my age who has, 70 years of toxins in there that have to come out, it's not that big a deal. But the True Power diet, fruits, veggies, corn, rice, peas, potatoes, absolutely is the best anti-inflammatory diet ever. Ever. Fruits and vegetables, and you will have no inflammation whatsoever. That, even though he doesn't necessarily have to work at it, is going to retain his natural flexibility for years to come. For years to come. And that, I think, would be great for him. I think even without trying, if he just went to that diet, he would lose weight. Now, he doesn't have to lose weight. I'm not talking about starving yourself. Anybody that follows this, not talking about starving yourself, and definitely not talking about killing yourself with workouts. But I'll tell you what, man, he would lean right out, and if it got too lean, you just throw in some avocados, nuts, and seeds, and bada boom. But he's got a very, very puffy, doughy face. There's no definition whatsoever on his physique. And again, for a professional athlete, not to put any sort of dedication into it in that regard, as far as the working out, don't tell me you can't do a half an hour kettlebell a day. Just don't tell me you can't do it. You want to take Christmas off? All right. But give me a break. You're a professional athlete. All right? Then a proper diet. Okay? I'm telling you, his game would turn around. Whatever swing he was using would straighten right out because he doesn't, all of a sudden, he doesn't have to kill himself to be one of the longer hitters. And guys, and this is true for any golfer out there. Any golfer out there. Anyway, give me a month. He'd be the best golfer in the world. Again, it'd take him a while to get up to number one. But I'll tell you what, guys, he still has far and away the best short game. 150 yards in, he's the best in the world by far. By far. It's from tee to 150 that gets him in trouble. And if he could just get that down, much easier. He wouldn't have to swing as hard. I'm telling you guys, it would change his career. Not only that, the approach shots. Instead of hitting a 6 or 7 iron in with his newfound distance, he's hitting an 8 or a 9 or wedge. That makes all the difference in the world. And that is what distance gives you in golf. It just makes the second shot easier. Now, for someone like Bryson DeChambeau, who's all over the freaking course, it sort of nullifies what the length is trying to do. But anyway, Spieth, I like him. I do believe he's probably the most talented guy out there. There's some good ones. No question. This guy Scheffler seems to be very good. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Jordo. Give me a month, put him on the diet, put him on kettlebells, he'd be a new player. He'd be back to top 10, shooting for number 1 in a month. Anyway, eat and drink fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power, not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.